Hello ladies and gents, I'm the Rev, and this is the Alpha Survival Guide for Habitat 1,000 Years in Space. This is a brand new game. It just came out on Steam. I've been watching this bad boy for about 6-7 months. And what happened is that they were successfully kickstarted, and then VersusEvil came along, helped with the publishing, and now they've got an alpha version ready to go. So I shall help you guys, as you can see, and there's various things you can read here as you go. Personally, I'm just going to show you real quickly how to get into the game, some of the fun, some of the things that you can do. So when you start,
this is IPC Carthage on station and ready to start building.
This is what you start with. Now your Q and E controls spin you thus, and you can move up and down. Your wheel mouse, of course, will pull you way out so you can see some of the stuff that's around you and things that you may want to attach versus things that you won't. Now you basically can go straight with this, and that's it. That's it. These guys will pull you into funky directions. So my suggestion when beginning is to take and go destroy connector, spin yourself around, and get rid of these.
Damaged node.
You don't want them. All they're going to do is make it almost impossible for you to go anywhere. Now right click will put you back in the next menu. Now what you want to do is use these omnidirectionals. So we'll put one there, and then this one here, we're going to want to put there. Now anytime you attach anything, you will want to go in and add additional supports to it, which is build connectors, because you're going to need that for the stability that it creates. Now you do have two other connectors down under here, and those, of course, I would suggest to put more of these. This is just to get you in a movable type of vehicle so that you can looks like I put something funky on there. Okay, where are you going, dude? Whoa. Yeah, we want it right there.
Sure.
Alrighty. There we go. And of course, we're going to build connectors so that, like I said, it is as stable as we can get it. And I will show you why. Alright, so after we've done that, you want to right click again, and then you want to actually click on these, and it turns them on. Whoop. Not the engineer guy, the omni thrusters. Okay, so now with your arrow keys you can guide your ship where you want to go. Now, as always, you want to keep in mind to stop, you're in space, so you have to keep that kind of thing in mind. Now, having your reversed thrusters. So you're going to be asking yourself, so what else is there to do? Well, there is a huge amount of things that you can build. You can go in also and destroy things. You can build multiple ships, platforms, and all kinds of various things. It's up to you. Now, something you will want to, of course, keep in mind is that there's all kinds of fun weaponry in this area as well. Although, personally, I would recommend getting yourself the rocket launcher first thing. This is probably the best of the weapons that I saw. Now, to move something around so you can place it properly, see how I'm spinning it here? You're going to want to put it, the Z and C keys, move those. So we'll just come more in here. We'll shift around. Now you want to make sure that you put on everything straight. And that's the fun part. Is trying to make sure everything is lined up so when you shoot, it actually shoots in the correct direction. So let's see if we can get this bad boy lined up. There we go. And then we'll spin around. Oh, I didn't put it very close. Oh, well, that's okay. We'll get this thing put together here. Now, some of the things that you'll want to know is, should I even get involved in this? Well, that depends. You want to check in the description below, and I'll put the price there on Steam. It's going to be on Steam, Linux, Macs, and Xbox One. Now, I'm not sure if Xbox One has early access, so we'll have to see. Again, you're going to want to put whatever connectors you can. And as you can see, it's still, you know, a little buggy, but it's all good. There we go. And now we have a way to defend ourselves because there are magnetic, nasty clouds out there that will hurt you. So, to fire this bad boy off, well, first things first, you want to take your engineer and you want to move him to your main thing. One thing you do want to keep in mind is when you are working on breaking things apart, things like that, make sure you move your astronauts out of the way before you separate anything or you kill them. And that doesn't work good. So, to shoot this bad boy off, all you got to do is click on it. It does use resources. So now, well, we can start moving. Now, as you get more of these and other types of thrusters, your speed, of course, will be faster. And it's up to you to see and do what you want. So you might be asking yourself, well, who's making this? Where does it come from? And that, my friends, is a good question. So, from my research, a guy named Charles Cox is at the helm of this project. He's the one that is in charge. And he's got a lot of experience. He's gone and pulled people from Microsoft Studios, Zipper Interactive, Amazon. I didn't know Amazon had a software developing team, and Big Fish Games. Those are the developers on this, so they've done extremely well with the Kickstarter, and they should be able to do extremely well, I would think, with this, with updates. I'm already seeing different things they're putting in the game. You saw those beginning screens. Those weren't first there when I got my press copy. So, what can you do? Well, currently, you can build things as big as you want. See that big old cruise ship there? Yeah, it's huge. You can do that. See the dinosaur head? You can attach that to there too if you want. All kinds of things. Tanks. Again, you can attach as well. But one of the things you'll want to do is find yourself something that will work good to attach things to. So, we have the Cyborg Lady Liberty, and that has some decent attachments. Some of the other ones, again, you know, it depends on size. And of course, whenever you click on something, you take and you can see, whoops, there we go, where the attachments are and how you want to do it. So you could put a rocket launcher on the front of this, 2 of the directional globes on the sides, and an additional boost in the back. And then you've got yourself a rolling little thing that you can truck around, kill a bunch of stuff, or you can use to defend. You can make a couple of them and keep one astronaut on it, and you can use it to defend various projects. So, what kind of limits are we looking at here? Well, currently you guys are seeing just about everything that you can do. From my understanding, and let's see, let's hit escape. Yeah, there's no save menu. They have a controls, help screen, resume game, how to play, restart game, and main menu. So you can't save your game. So let's go in, play for, and I played I think 3 or 4 hours of this to get a feel for the game, and that's about it. But on top of everything else I said, these guys are going to be very active. They want this game out quick. At least that's what it seems like from their Kickstarter. So if you look them up, it's Join the 509th. And if you put that in, it'll take you right to your Kickstarter page, their Kickstarter page, and it'll give you a rundown of all their goals and such. Some of the other things you're going to be putting in is a massive tech tree to go along with this, so that as you're building things and you're getting better and better, you have some stuff to help boost your survivability. Again, this is an alpha. This is the first stage. So unless you like getting in on games from the very beginning, like I do, because this is part of my job and it's something I enjoy doing, you might want to hold off because it is such an early build. But the way that they're going, and I will keep you guys updated as the patches roll out, things can and will, of course, change. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut away to some other footage that I took of later gameplay where I built some incredibly fun things and I'm rolling around and killing stuff, blowing things up, things of that nature. You can also see, and it's probably one of the bigger gaming features I didn't speak about, but I probably should. This is a hexagonal based or a square based type of thing, and you can see here that this is the grid that they put it on. Now hopefully as they get further along, you'll be able to actually look at the underside of things and on top of things and be able to do that. Currently, I don't think that you can, which is understandable. Again, that takes a whole nother level of graphics support that I don't think they've reached yet in the development, but I'm sure that they will. Now, a couple other things I'm going to show you real quick before we go to that other footage is you can add astronauts here, and you can call them all back to home, wherever your home happens to be. You can stop your habitat from moving and select a snap view to this habitat, which in other words means if you're way over here, you just click it and it takes you right to it. So there you go. So I'm going to go and I'm going to take and show you guys some of the footage that I take of some of the different things that I built, and we'll see what kind of fun we can have. So hold on 1 second. Alrighty folks, first things up, I wanted to show you this beast that I was talking about before. You can see the size of the ship, the passenger liner, as I'm just plunking everything I can find together, seeing what size of a big old beast that I can build. And of course you can see I'm working on all of the connectors to try and reinforce things. The ship on the far left, that you see the red thing, that is a directional, and it has one directional rocket on it that you can move, just like I showed you guys earlier with the little small ones there. So that's a lot of fun, but I didn't stay there for long. This is what then I broke it down into, and I used to go around and search and destroy. I killed both of the clouds, and this was the one because it was much easier to maneuver. As you can see here, I'm repositioning things. My balance is all shot to hell, and yeah, it didn't fly well. Took a lot of steering, probably a little too much. But as you go through and as you're learning it, you have fun with it. You try different combinations of things and you continue to build things. And at this point, until they put that resource tree in, all I figured was, let's make different things and figure out how to do the movement system. But that's not all. I showed you before the Statue of Liberty. Well, that was my next goal. And as you can see here, this is what I built. A couple of directionals and such things on it. And then I said, screw the old stuff. Let's blow it all to hell. Because, hey, that's my personality, and that's a lot of gamers. We build it, we blow it up. We have fun with it. So, there you go. Give you a couple of different ideas of what kind of fun you can have with it if you want to jump in on the early access. Like I said, this is an alpha build. I'm the Rev. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time if the gods don't get me first. Or the wife.